Good morning, everybody. Today is day 100 on the AT. Big T on the AT 26. And I'm waiting on Steve, the trail angel that who shuttled me here yesterday, day before yesterday, and he's shuttled me back to the trail. And Steve is also going to help me get my my warmer bag mail back home. Steve's been a good help. It's in my room at the Catamount. No frills. It's kind of old, definitely old, but it's a cheap hiker rate here. $80 a night. It's not bad, especially if you're splitting it with someone. I went next door to a little quick stop and got coffee. Actually, that's my second trip over there for a second cup of coffee. Don't tell my heart doctor. Unfortunately, it looks like the next 2 days is going to be rain. I've had a really good run of missing rain. I've only hiked in the rain like 3 times out of this 100 days, so that's been pretty good. 3 or 4 times. I'm not counting, but not fired up about. I'm gonna do about 19 miles today to a shelter. I'm gonna hit 3 shelters in a row, 3 days in a row. Hit shelters and then be in Rutland. So that's my plan. This is kind of be it of anything that's mild as far as climbs and hiking goes, and it just gradually gets worse all the way to the end. Except for the 100-mile wilderness. 100-mile wilderness starts out hard, and then toward the end, it's pretty easy. Hope you're having a good day today, and as soon as I get to the trail, I will give you some more. Oh, and by the way, I'll be protecting my phone. I got a new phone. I had busted my screensaver all up. It was cracked to pieces. So I've got a new one on here, and I'm sure it'll last probably about 30 minutes on trail. But I've got with it raining, I'll be keeping my phone in my raincoat and inside a Ziploc. So I won't be doing a lot of filming, but I'll try. If it's like it is right now, the ground's not even wet under the trees, under the heavy leaves, but this just keeps on all day today, and then again tomorrow, which it says 100% chance tomorrow. Everything's gonna be soaking. So I am not looking forward to that, but it is what it is, and I gotta keep hiking. So I'm gonna try to embrace it and go with it. Okay, here we go. Steve just dropped me off. He took my box. We got it all taken care of to get my bag back. And it's going to be a miserable day. It's cold and raining. So I got this Ziploc. I got to keep my phone in and keep it in my pocket. Try to keep it dry. So I'm not going to film a lot. I just got to protect this phone. I got 3 days out here. So if I get a break and get to a shelter or something like that, I'll film a little bit. I gotta try to keep myself dry. Got rain pants on, rain jacket, hood. Cause I'll be very cold. And I got a huge climb today from here up. So it's not the steepness of it, it's the amount of climb over a long period of time. Nice little trail right here. You can cross this bridge. All right, it's a bridge across the creek. All right, talk to you later. Steve told me about this, so Steve, I had to be sure and film this for you. Yeah. Going through Okay, it's a little worse than I expected. Staying on top up here and the wind is just crazy. And of course, I'm just getting soaked. I can't stop. I have to keep going. Which may have been a good day for zero. There was a section hiker who came in who was planning to go out with me with Steve, take him too. He texted Steve and said he's going to zero. I thought about it, but I wanted to get my miles. It is very cold now up on top. My hands are very cold. I don't want to get my gloves out of my, I don't want to get in my pack until I get to a shelter. And the second shelter, I already went by the first one. The first one was just a mile, 1.3, I think. The next one was 8 after that. So I got about 10 miles today to get in before I can get to a shelter. Try to get out of this a minute. My hands are very cold. This is very reminiscent of 23. Started in Vermont. We even lost a hiker in Vermont on a water crossing that year. All right, I'll put the phone back up. I just wanted to document. I am very cold. I'm not hypothermic by any means. It just hands are very cold. I'm covered pretty good with this rain suit, but I'm just gradually getting, water gets in. I'm gradually getting wetter and wetter. I was kind of hoping that some of this would stop by the afternoon. It looked like possibly would on the radar when I looked at it this morning. I didn't push the loop far enough out to see. I just did a 6-hour loop. All right, got to put this up. All right, I'm starting to see moose poop everywhere. Anybody see a moose? It's moose weather, I can tell you that. Goodness, this is cold, wet. There's some more. There's some moose in here somewhere. This looks like moose habitat too. Boy, does it. They can move right through this stuff like it's nothing to it. Them long legs. They do like the trails. That's why you see their poop on the trails. They'll, in the wintertime when the snow is in here, they'll walk this trail. It has been an incredibly miserable day. Okay, this one's topping the hot day for the most miserable. Look at that. It's everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if I ran into one as much as I'm seeing. There's some more. Wow. There's like a moose pond down in there. They like wet areas. But this has been top. This is probably going to top it. I am cold and wet. I stopped at a shelter that's put me about halfway and ate some lunch. And then there was a section hiker there, lumberjack, and I did not get my phone out. And then I passed the abandoned forest tower above that. Did not get my phone out. Took moose poop to get my phone out. There's some more. Wow. It'd be nice to see a moose in Vermont. But I have to keep moving too to stay warm, as I am it's borderline that temperature, and with me being wet like I am, you start getting hypothermia. I am not gonna hang around long in one spot. I got up in the shelter and got out of the wind. I will probably stop at the next. I passed 2 shelters and there's 2 more, and I changed my plan. And Steve told me, he said, today I told him I wasn't planning on going but 18 miles and stay at the shelter. But he said, well, at 20 miles, there's a hostel, and she picks up at a 20-mile point. And since I'm soaking wet and need to dry off, and with it 100% chance of rain tomorrow, I'm going to this hostel. So I've got to go a little further, but I think it'll be a wise decision to get my clothes and everything dried out. My feet are soaked. I mean, just all of a sudden, I'm seeing it everywhere. So they're here, or have been here. Yep, pretty miserable. I'd like to hear Elf say, it's a wonderful day right now. I wonder if he would say it. I'm sure he would. It has been pretty miserable. And I'm late for my pickup too. I'm trying to set a time, and the trails just like this, and you can't make any time. I'm trying to dodge stuff and climb over rocks, and I'm gonna be late for my time to go into the hostel. I'm past the last shelter where I had originally planned to stay. And the elevation is going to end up being around 5,500. I'll check it again, but it's no slouch day for sure. And mileage is going to be over 20. Oh, goodness. Well, what a day. I got 20.6 miles in the worst of weather. Probably should have taken a 0, but at least I got 20.6 miles. I was cold and wet all day long. I made the first climb and I was a little warm on the first climb out of Bennington, and then after that, the wind was blowing 30 and 40 miles an hour, and I was wet and stayed cold all day long. But Steve, the shuttle driver, right before I left, said, there's an option at 20 miles. This is called the Wicked Way Station Hostel. And he talked about this and about how she's great, and she doesn't open till June 1st, but she might be willing to let you if you're cold and wet. And sure enough, she set up a trail angel slow sloth to pick me up, and he was waiting as soon as I came off the trail, and I jumped in his truck and he brought me here. I've had a shower. Now she's not ready for hikers yet, so I cooked my own meal, and one of my meals I plan on cooking anyway. And Prepper's here, and several other guys are here that I know, and it's been a good visit here, and we've enjoyed sharing stories and stuff. So I'm glad I was here. Worked out really good, and I'm gonna wait till about 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow to go out after the rain quits. All right, see you tomorrow.